All right, we're live. All right, so that's the new link.
Our friends at Wilson. Mr. McKay taught 6th grade and coached Wilson Junior High School football teams from 1988 to 1999. You're forgiven. During that time, he earned a master's degree in educational administration, and in 2000, he was hired by the Twin Valley School District as an assistant middle school principal. He remained with Twin Valley for the next 16 years, during which time he was named building principal at Robinson Elementary.
Right. Just wanted to let you know.
In 2016,
All right, bye.
Mr. McKay was hired to replace yours truly as assistant superintendent. He served in that position until this past January, when following Dr. Gerhard's move to Chester County Intermediate Unit, he was named district superintendent. He has been a part of our community for the past 32 years. He is married to Jane Marie McKay, the GM alumni and teacher. Their 3 children, Bill, Megan, and Abby, are all GM graduates and reside in the district. And Abby is actually starting her first year as a teacher at Governor Mifflin Middle School. Mr. McKay, we thank you for your commitment and dedication to our students and our community. But equally important, we thank you for your leadership over this past year. These are challenging times for school districts, and we feel fortunate to have you leading ours. Our stadium bell is traditionally rung to signal the gathering of our communities and in memory of those from our communities who have passed on, but whose spirits are ever with us. Mr. McKay, will you now please toll the bell 5 times, once for each of the 5 localities that collectively form the greater Governor Mifflin community. Thank you. And now will our fans please remain standing as the Governor Mifflin's governors sing our alma mater and national anthem.
Just your tags, so just go to your
That's
notifications.
Right. I got it today on an EPS. Ready?
And
And we're ready for football. Wow, duct tape and baling wire again, Carrie, as some of these broadcasts always do. But we're so glad that everybody hopefully has migrated over to our new link here. And I can understand why, because we're getting ready for a great football game.
No, absolutely, Bruce. And yeah, so for anybody that's been able to jump on, just put out the tweet with the new live link. So if you have any family, friends that are trying to tune in, just go to my Twitter at Carrie Moyer, at C-A-R-Y, Moyer, M-O-Y-E-R, and find the new live link, and please pass it along. And no, Bruce, it's just awesome to be back in Shillington tonight.
This is the first time we've ever done a Mifflin Wilson game, so I'm thrilled.
But we've been here a lot, and but like you said, first time for us doing Wilson and Mifflin, and it's just going to be a great night for football.
Yeah, I do. I think it's going to be fantastic. Going to be kind of crazy with Dave on the overhead over there. But, it is what it is. Broadcast position be damned. This is going to be a great football game, and, we expect to have a lot of fun. So off we go. So Mifflin set to kick off. Pretty incredible. Jackson Schools here, ready to let it go.
Great night for football. Starting out in the low 70s, getting to the 60s tonight. But weather's clear after all the storms that we had, flooding, the winds that we had midweek here. To have these great conditions tonight, it's just awesome.
And we're underway down the left side there. And good play there by the Mifflin special teams.
29 for the Bulldogs in the return. Lee Cooper, number 25 for the Mustangs with the tackle.
No, so we're underway, and again, just great to be back here in Shillington at Governor Mifflin. We were here a lot last year, Bruce, and I know you kind of followed Mifflin's ride all the way through the playoffs. And again, for us, first time having Wilson and Mifflin game, and it's going to be super exciting. Both these
Brad
teams,
Hoffman, the quarterback.
Both these teams were winners last week.
And right into the line, number 4 there, Jaden Jones. You're going to see him a lot tonight. Leading ball carrier for Wilson this year for sure.
As I just mentioned, Wilson, of course, was victorious last week, 1-0 on the season. They beat Central Dauphin 27-21, and number 4, Jaden Jones, was 16 carries for 110 yards, 6.9 average, and the TD last week.
10, Brad Hoffman, quarterback for the Bulldogs.
So Hoffman now surveying the field. And he takes it himself up the middle, not for a whole lot. That Mifflin defense who played very solidly against York High last week. Not giving anything up on that one.
No, a host of Mifflin tacklers there, and the guy that really put the hit on and drove him back was number 2, Trey Rock. Certainly somebody we're familiar talking about, with that star-studded team that Mifflin had last year as an underclassman. Trey Rock was huge. He was Mifflin's leading tackler last week. 7 tackles in their win.
All right, 3rd and 9 now. Hoffman. And he's blasted, and the ball's loose! It looks like Wilson recovered. Big play in there.
Bulldogs recover. The fumble. 4th down.
Big rush. Big rush there by the Mifflin defensive line. Hoffman didn't see him coming. Fortunate enough that a lineman scooped up the ball.
Yeah, it's number 61, Kendry Arias Hernandez, 6'3", 315 senior, and he just laid a lick on Hoffman.
So number 27 set the punt.
Punting for the Bulldogs.
Ben Rada. And he barely gets it away. And not a good punt. Goes all the way back to the 35-yard line. Mifflin in business on the opening possession, Kerry.
35-yard.
No, it's a great defensive first series there by Governor Mifflin, and forcing Wilson to punt from deep in their own end. lucky to get it out. Do have a little bit of a breeze going. It seems to be going left to right, blowing towards that end zone that Wilson just punted out of. But going to get to see Mifflin here on offense.
So Eden Johnson opening up at quarterback for the Mustangs. Trey Rock right behind him. Aiden Martin to his right, and Nick Singleton to the left. This was a look that they didn't see last week at York High, not a lot. Good play there by the Wilson defense.
Johnson on the carry, no gain.
And again, this this Governor Mifflin offense, of course, a lot of guys back from last year. Trey Rock now, replacing Brandon Strausser, who was huge at that fullback position for them last year. And of course, number 10, Nick Singleton. I think everybody knows his name at this point. Penn State football commit.
Yeah, that didn't start out well.
Flags on the play.
Now, little motion there before the snap. I think you can just pick a number on that. So last year, this game, of course, early in the season, and Mifflin won big over in West Lawn at Wilson, 48-7 last year. Again, both these teams were winners in week 1. Wilson 27-21 winners over Central Dauphin, and Mifflin over William Penn from York 55-6. Nick Singleton last week, 18 carries, 287 yards, 15.9 average, and he had 5 TDs last week.
Singleton's got the ball, and he breaks through.
Singleton.
Now, I know you were at that game last week, Bruce, and you had that end zone video clip where they just
from the Bulldog
get those running lanes to get Nick Singleton in space and just let him go. And we've seen him as a freshman, sophomore, of course, junior year last year, just 8 games because of the pandemic, and off to a big start here so far in 2021.
Well, and Singleton's just going to get better as the game goes on, Kerry.
No. 5A All-State running back, Berks County Player of the Year last year. 1,300 yards last season with a 12.5 average, 24 TDs in only 8 games.
And Johnson.
Short.
So it's going to be about 4th down and about looks like about 2, Kerry.
4th and 3.
Sure, Dave and I are not going to agree all night long, so. But I guess that's about 3.
Well, the scoreboard says 3, so we'll just read right off of that. Again, awesome night for football.
Oh, my God. It's so fantastic that, so many coaches, so many issues last Friday night regarding the weather. And, we're just very fortunate.
No, absolutely. And we were fortunate to get our game in on Friday night last week. Ended late, but we got it in.
Johnson, he looks like he got the first down. He got across the 25-yard line for the first down.
Johnson on the keeper's close.
No, and with all those hands in there, good job of ball security, but that red line there at the 25 was past the down markers, and that's where he got it. Looks like he's got it by about a yard. 7:10 left here in the first quarter from Shillington,
Pennsylvania.
Wilson
The coaching staff not wanting to go up, not to go down without a measurement, that's for sure. But the officials are kind of ruling here.
No, and Coach Dom's head coach. He's been around an awful long time. I think he joined the staff way back in like '76 and 16 seasons as the head coach at Wilson.
Rock on the
All right, so Rock, a nice gain on first down.
For the Bulldogs.
Again, Trey Rock, was one of those underclassmen stars for this, Governor Mifflin playoff run team last year, and did a heck of a job on defense as a linebacker. Got limited touches, of course with Singleton, but Brandon Strausser here last year. So some key losses for Mifflin. Of course, Strausser, who we've been talking about. Also Cam Stewart, who's playing up at Rutgers now, D-end, and play tight end here as well.
Rock, right up the middle, takes out the official. But a beautiful run there up the middle. Cam Jones with the tackle, but another first down, Kerry.
No, and just a great run there by Rock, and it'll be great to talk about quarterback here throughout the night with Mifflin. Again, Connor Marinac was a quarterback last year. I kind of dubbed him the field general. Just did a great job of running that offense. Of course, he's going on to college now and playing baseball. So some new faces and some familiar ones, and of course number 10, Nick Singleton's the one that everybody knows.
Johnson now. That's Rock again up the middle.
Rock on the carry. Gains a yard. 2nd and goal from the 9.
So 2nd and goal from the 9 here. Mifflin, their opening drive of this first quarter, down to really 5:35 to go in the opening quarter, Kerry. And just what, Mifflin likes to do, just pound and grind it away.
Well, and I think that's evidenced by, I know you put out that tweet right before half last week where they called the timeout to run the ball to end the half.
Rock again, and he's in for a score, yes! Trey Rock, 9 yards. Everybody paying attention to Singleton, and Rock, he rules the inside.
No, and very much what we're accustomed to seeing with this Governor Mifflin offense, and really that those first couple plays got the first down, and after they got that first set of downs going in, really that was Trey Rock's series.
Delson McNeil, the holder.
Special teams always important, so let's see what happens here. Schools has been very good. And Mifflin's special teams have been very good the last couple of years, Kerry.
No, and it's great conditions tonight, and of course we know both of these teams are so well coached, so successful. But we always talk about special teams is always a wild card potentially in these games. Nonetheless, that point after attempt puts Mifflin up. 5:11 left here in the first quarter. Governor Mifflin Mustangs 7, Wilson Bulldogs 0.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see what, Coach Dom styles up, this go-around. I mean, the one thing that, it's going to be pretty clear, they're not going to panic. They're going to stick to the game plan. But that Governor Mifflin defense, boy, it sure was tough on that opening drive.
No, it really was. And, when Mifflin got the ball, started out, Wilson's defense had a couple big stops there till Mifflin finally got that first down. Once they did, that next set of downs, it was the Trey Rock show.
All right. So Mifflin set the kickoff.
29, Malik Cooper. 1, Cameron Jones deep for the Bulldogs.
Cooper and Jones deep for the Bulldogs.
Jackson Schools kicking off for the Mustangs.
And look at who's out there on special teams. Nick Singleton, right next to the kicker. I think he kind of is in like a safety mode here, but looked like they were trying to hand it off, and another big tackle in there. Out to about the 30-yard line there.
Malik Cooper.
For Cooper.
33 for the Mustangs. Amir Rodriguez with the tackle.
So second possession now
First
for Wilson.
Bulldogs from their own 29-yard line.
Yeah, and certainly not surprised to see a lot of the big-time players involved in special teams. And, let's just be realistic about it, Bruce. High expectations here in Shillington for this team again this year. And, you got to play every week. But no doubt, they're looking, for another deep playoff run this season.
Jones with the carry there.
Jones on the carry.
Maybe a couple.
Gain of 3 for the Mustangs. Kendry with the tackle.
Just got the scoreboard updated there. Thanks for the text. So 2nd and 7. Second possession here for Wilson in the opening quarter, and Hoffman up the middle. He's got an opening.
Hoffman with the keeper.
Brad Hoffman, a very good runner as well as passer, Kerry.
Bulldog, 44-yard line.
Of course, Wilson's quarterback from last year, has graduated up at Penn State now, and nice job there by Hoffman. And again, we haven't really seen either side try to throw the ball around. I don't expect that certainly on Mifflin, but great job by Hoffman there, taking over with his feet and getting that first down.
Yeah, nice fake there to open things up on the inside. So first down, ball on the 44-yard line. Jones, and he got buried. He didn't get anything.
No, I mean, we know, the Mifflin defense, their MO is always just being very physical, and they've been physical so far tonight. And it's a swarming defense, and one of the things, is this defensive backfield that Governor Mifflin has, and I don't know if they'll be tested tonight, is incredible as well. But that front seven up there just doing a great job so far tonight. Played this entire half on Wilson's side of the field.
First pass, he was expecting him deep, but pulled up there was number 11, Sean Dindal.
Yeah, nice job there on hitting that, high percentage pass there on the out. But again, these D-backs that Governor Mifflin has, I think they're going to be lights out as the season goes on. 3:14 left in the first quarter.
So third down and about 8, it looks like, per the scoreboard. Spread formation here for the Bulldogs, looking to throw. Hoffman, nobody open, and he's brought down. Oh, that's got to be grounding if it isn't a fumble. It looks like they rule it a fumble, and Mifflin's got the ball. I'm not sure what Hoffman was trying. I mean, I know what he was trying to do. I was surprised that the official didn't rule that a forward pass.
Yeah, it's number 59, Ford, coming off the edge hard for Governor Mifflin. And again, that's, we're starting to see some dominance up there. We saw it earlier, the last series with the interior of the Mifflin defensive line, and now Ford coming off the edge with the big hit on Hoffman. And the thing with Ford is he's only a freshman.
All right, Bruce Badgley, Kerry Moyer, Ethan Sanner, Scott Smith joining us in the booth today too. Incredible. Cast of thousands here. Glad to bring you this game on EasternPennsylvaniaFootball.com, SSP Network, and Johnson, he's going to go! Breaks it inside! And that's 55-yard touchdown run! Eden Johnson, what a great move there, Kerry, cutting back to the center of the field and in for the score.
Just so many weapons for Governor Mifflin, and again, we talked about Singleton's 5 touchdowns last week. Tonight, the first offensive drive turned into Trey Rock show, and then Johnson there just making some great plays, making guys miss, and putting another 6 on for Governor Mifflin.
Schools now. Low snap, but got it down. Great one there by McNeil and up and through. So it's 14-0 Mifflin with 2:38 remaining in the first quarter, Kerry.
And again, nothing that we haven't seen before with Governor Mifflin, and two very successful opening drives here on offense, and again, still in the first quarter, 2:38 left. Wilson's going to have another opportunity here, and as I said, when Wilson still had the ball, we played this entire half so far on Wilson's side of the 50-yard line.
Well, thanks for joining us here on SSPN, courtesy of EasternPAFootball.com. I'm Bruce Badgley, Kerry Moyer alongside. The first time we've ever done a Wilson-Mifflin game, Kerry. We've done a lot of big games, including 6A title games, but I tell you what, it doesn't get any bigger than this in Berks County.
No, we kind of been putting that out on Twitter all week, and again, here you are, the second game in September, and you've got something going on right here locally of this caliber. Always a huge game, but again, with the long storied tradition and program that Wilson's had, and the success, Lancaster Lebanon League, and Governor Mifflin here in Section 1 of the Berks League. These are two heavyweights.
All right, so Jackson Schools now ready to kick her away. Heading down there, that's going to Cam Jones. He's got some room up the sideline. Nick Singleton trying to run him down. Excuse me, that was
Cameron Jones in the Mustang territory.
and just what the doctor ordered from Wilson to get back in this game, Kerry.
No, that was number 35, Aiden Martin. Saving the return for a touchdown there. And of course, we talked about him a lot last season. He did a lot of big things on special teams, offense and defense for Mifflin. But he definitely saved a touchdown there. And so, as I just said a few minutes ago, now we're different circumstances here. First time that we're playing on Mifflin's side of the 50 here in the first quarter. 2:27 left. First quarter, 1st and 10 from Mifflin's 24. Wilson going in.
So, as I said, just what the doctor ordered there. Got a timeout here. Looks like Mifflin calls time.
Thanks, timeout.
Amazing the momentum switch in football games. I mean, you just when you think that Mifflin's got, control of this, boom, one big play. Hey, it's just a completely different complexion.
Again, the just tradition and outstanding program that Wilson has had year after year after year. They're never going to panic, and down 2 scores, and it's just come out, and the most important play of the game is the next one. They came out, incredible job on special teams, a great job with that kickoff return, and they're in great position here going in. 1st and 10 from Mifflin's 24 with 2:27 left here in the first quarter.
Well, I tell you, everything that went on, pregame here, finally settling down here.
No, and that's on so many levels, Bruce. Again, a lot of hype, with these two communities, right next to each other. The success of these programs, the size of these schools.
Hoffman throwing down the middle. Ooh, he was open. Incomplete there.
Offense pass ball is incomplete.
Going for Nick Wetzel.
Yeah, going down the seam. Nick Singleton on coverage there.
So 2:23 here remaining. Still in the first quarter. Mifflin on top, 14-0. Hoffman now, that's Jones, and he's got an opening, and it looks like we got a holding call coming in.
There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, and quite the stick by Rock there, lost his helmet. He's going to have to come off for a play, but as quickly as that opened, it closed again that quickly with Trey Rock coming up and making that stick.
Well, at least
the offense number 11. Second down.
See, I don't know what I like better, the illuminated down marker or the mic'd up ref, because both of them are pretty good. Actually, believe it or not, Kira, I tried to send you a picture of the York High game last week because they had an illuminated down marker over there. So,
if you're joining our broadcast for the first time, there's a long history with that. If Bruce had his way, every stadium would have an illuminated down marker.
Looking to throw the football. Hoffman under pressure. Tries to get it away. Incomplete.
Pass ball is incomplete. 3rd down. Pressure.
Jordan Kirshner all over Hoffman.
Nice job by Kirshner there. And, again, though, Bruce, one of the other weekly conversations we have is how well you can see jersey numbers. So, of course, I don't think it gets any better than Wilson with their away white on with their red numbers. Makes it nice and easy for you. And nice big numbers and not scrunched up jerseys.
Thank you, Kerry. All right, 3rd and 23. Look at, they kept him in the pocket. Oh, it picked off! Great interception there! Oh, right off the turf. That was Nick Singleton with the interception. Right off the turf.
Territory, 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's kind of Franco Harris immaculate reception-esque there, and Nick just kind of got away from himself a little bit with the forward lean, but you see the acceleration and how quick he takes off. But big play again. You talk about momentum swings. Huge kickoff return by Wilson. Huge interception by Nick Singleton and Mifflin, and Nick Singleton coming up huge on defense.
Incredible. I mean, that was classic. All right, Mifflin first down. The Bulldogs 46, crossbuck action. Aiden Martin won't go down, still on his feet.
Martin stays on his feet.
Down to about the 40.
4, 5.
No, and Aiden Martin, again, as an underclassman last year, one of those big-time players for Mifflin. He was actually our player of the week in one of the games we did where he had a touchdown on offense, a touchdown on defense with a pick six, and a touchdown on special teams where he covered up Cam Stewart had a block on one of the punts, and big number 35 there just covered it up. So he actually had 3 touchdowns in that game 3 different ways.
All right, so 2nd and 5 from the 41. Nick Singleton just keeps moving forward. I think I saw earlier this week that Martin got an offer from Temple.
Yeah, so
Landon Farrell. Gavin Leonard.
The offer's coming this week, and Temple was definitely going through and picking out some guys. Schaffler over at Exeter picking up the Temple offer as well.
So 3rd down and 1. We're winding it down here in the first quarter, down to about 30 seconds. Going to Singleton, he juggles it, but he's got some room. Down the sidelines he goes. One man to beat, and that's impossible. Touchdown, Nick Singleton, 37 yards.
Yeah, and nothing that we haven't seen before, and just incredible job. Again, pound the middle, get Nick Singleton out in space, but having seen him as a freshman, a sophomore, junior, now into his senior year, he just totally baited the one guy left, with the little stutter there, seeing what the defender was going to do, made him make a move, and pay dirt. 37-yard touchdown run, Nick Singleton.
Just dive on it.
Point after fails.
So 20-0. That's the first kind of miscue on a special teams play we've seen in Mifflin in over 2 years, I think, Kerry.
Yeah, just kind of mishandle of the long snap there. Well, I think we certainly didn't see any miscues with them punting last year because they just never punt.
Still in the first quarter, 17.6 seconds to go. Governor Mifflin on top, 20-0.
So, but again, when you look at
these,
eyes
rolling up in the press box right now.
Well, when you look at these 3 scores for Mifflin again, last week, of course, Singleton being Singleton, 5 touchdowns, but they've gashed this defense 3 different ways. The first series there, pounding up the middle, it was the Trey Rock show. And then you got the quarterback keep, for the second score, and then of course, again, Nick outside, out in space, and Nick being Nick, and it's that simple. It's that easy. That we're up 3 scores already here, 17.6 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Well, we'll see if Mifflin's going to kick it deep again or whether they're going to squib it. Mifflin notorious for squib kicks.
Again, Mifflin, what they put up, 55 last week, Bruce?
There it is.
Yeah, we've seen this movie before.
That's number 8 with it, Jason Beckford, and he got blasted.
Number 9 for the Mustangs. Jackson Schools.
The kicker, Jackson Schools. Hey, and it was, look at there, we got some light here. Who turned the light on the press? Is that what happens automatic?
So the Bruce there with, I said, seen that movie before. Bruce calling out the special team shots here, and the squib kick from Mifflin. Still in the first quarter.
1st and 10 Bulldogs.
12.7 seconds left. See at least one play going this way out of Wilson.
Hoffman. And right up the middle, that was number 2, Gavin Leonard.
Yeah, nice job by Wilson there. Again, positive yards.
79, and Giovanni
should end the first quarter.
Gain of 3.
And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Governor Mifflin on top, 20-0.
A lot of football left to play, and again, Wilson's certainly not going to panic. They're going to stay in their game plan, and they're going to continue to grind here.
Also, the football club and the music association have stands selling spirit items. Also, the restroom facilities are also located at the scoreboard end of the field.
A lot of good friends up here. Governor Mifflin spent a lot of times in this press box on this field. My buddy, Scott Smith here with some highlights we'll be able to send out via Twitter or what have you. Thank you, Scott. Incredible. So 20-0. Start of the second quarter. First down at 10 from the, well, I don't believe it's like it's second and about 7. They haven't changed the scoreboard yet. Ball's on the 29-yard line. So Brad Hoffman. It's Gavin Leonard in the game to his right who gets the ball, and he doesn't get a lot. Thought it got loose there for a second, but.
Number 6 with the tackle, Jordan Kirshner.
So 3rd and 5 carry. I think an important conversion right here for the Bulldogs. They've got to keep the ball and keep momentum going their way.
30-yard line.
Yeah, just trying to watch a little bit here with this Mifflin defense. Again, 2 big space eaters inside. We've seen some production off the edge, but at linebacker, they just never drop off. Kirshner now with Trey Rock inside. Last year Strausser
and Hoffman just had to, and that was, I believe that's intentional grounding that they're calling. There wasn't anybody in the area. And there's no out of pocket. There's no throwing the ball away in high school football. I think that's grounding.
Yeah, again, just incredible linebacker play there by his 2 guys.
Intentional grounding on the quarterback. Walks it down, 4th down.
So as I thought, intentional grounding is going to force another Wilson punt. Wow, back from their own 12-yard line.
Yeah, I know you've got to see Mifflin a little bit live so far this year. It's my first time seeing them live in person, but I just think this defense is going to be giving people fits throughout the year with the guys that got inside, down front, and those 2 linebackers. It gives them the opportunity to be able to do a lot of stuff.
So Nick Singleton back deep. And not a very good kick off the side of his foot, and going to roll dead around the 41-yard line. Governor Mifflin in business again, Kerry. 11:21 until halftime.
No, and really, I think with the exception of that excellent kickoff return by Wilson to get down into Mifflin territory, again, pretty much this whole first half has just been played on the Wilson side of the 50. And again, just getting a punt and getting it off and getting some breathing room is helpful. But again, now you're giving a 1st and 10 over to this high-powered Mifflin offense from your own 40. 11:21 left, second quarter.
All right. 1st and 10, Governor Mifflin. And it's the dive play right up the gut there, not for a whole lot. Looks like they've got number 8 in at quarterback, Delson McNeil, Kerry.
No, and that was Trey Rock there, and he's just, they just reloaded that position. You go all the way back to the days of Schmidt, to last year with Strausser, now Rock. They just never let up, and it's it was from the time that initial impact until the whistle finally blew that he was down. Took a while. He's he's a ball player, but no. So we're seeing a little bit of a change up here, with quarterback, and as to be expected. I think Mifflin is in a good situation with having two very capable quarterbacks.
Very athletic. I mean, it's hard to figure out. I mean, that's a good problem for Jeff Lang to have. I can tell you that. As I said last week, I was able to cover that York High game. I mean, there's just not enough footballs over there for Governor Mifflin. All right, so 2nd and 7 now from the 37, and he's back to throw. McNeil butterflies it up there, and it got caught by Aiden Martin.
Aiden Martin with the reception.
And no surprises there. Aiden Martin is just a player. We saw him make big plays all 3 phases of the game last year, and again picking up right where he left off. Another year, bigger, stronger, faster, and he's gonna be another special player this whole season.
Wow. Look at just Governor Mifflin now.
Nelson McNeil under center.
Got 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go until halftime. Governor Mifflin driving again. 1st and 10 at the 13. Fakes it, McNeil up the middle. That's the same play that Nick Singleton ran it in from midfield to end the first half against York High.
McNeil on the car.
And Wilson was just not going to let Nick Singleton beat him.
To the Bulldog 6-yard line.
$9:58 left here, second quarter. 2nd and 3 from the 6-yard line.
McNeil, Singleton. I mean, he just blasted right through 2 guys. I think that he's got the first down.
Yeah, early in his career, it's one of those things I talked about, and why you knew he was a big-time player from the get-go was when you watch his highlight film, when he got in the space, the separation that he put between himself and the defenders giving chase. But obviously, you take a look at his development, bigger, stronger, faster. I mean, he's jacking guys up when he goes through the line of scrimmage now. Just complete all-around running back, not one-dimensional in any way, shape, or form. And again, that's that kind of talent is what gets you all the offers he had and why he's going to Penn State.
Rock, but that's McNeil, and he's in for the score.
Touchdown.
So 4 touchdowns for Mifflin by 4 different players.
So 26-0 now, Kerry. 9:24 until halftime, and Governor Mifflin firmly in control of this one early.
And again, goes without saying though, this Wilson Bulldog football program is an excellent program. They've got an excellent team. They're going to have an excellent season. Just what we're seeing here so far, this is just Mifflin being Mifflin. We saw it last year. In those, every game, 50 plus points, 55 points last week. They just chew up the ground on the ground.
So they're going for 2, try and make up for that last missed extra point. And looks like some kind of a wildcat setup here. Nope, looks like Johnson's back in a quarterback. And he is running the wildcat. Mifflin's version of the wildcat. And in for the 2-pointer.
Yep, so that just erases a little miscue there with the point after attempt earlier. And now it's 28-0. So here from Shillington, Governor Mifflin Mustangs home team up 28-0 over the visiting Wilson Bulldogs, and Bruce, this place is packed.
Well, I'll tell you what, Wilson had their shot there, with that kickoff return. They couldn't take advantage of it, and quickly, in the same way that the momentum shifted to Wilson, it went back to Governor Mifflin. They've gotten 2 consecutive touchdowns here, and with 9:24 until halftime, up 28-0. In arguably the best rivalry game, in Berks County. There were a lot of people that for a few years when Wilson was kind of dominating this series, that felt that somehow this rivalry had lost its luster. Well, don't tell Governor Mifflin that now. I mean, they've had a great game last year, and thus far up 28-0 here with 9:24 remaining in the first half.
No, and you talk about it. This is the 64th meeting of these two teams. Wilson leads the series 37 wins to 26. So, a couple more than Mifflin, but again, they've been going at it for a long time.
Oh. Well, somebody almost got their head taken off. That was number 33, Ryan McMillan, one of the up men that really got blasted.
33, McMillan covers the onside.
Number 4, a little
for the Bulldogs.
A little high there, but rest of his Mustang teammates came in and shored up the tackle, and again, the ball's on the Wilson side of the 50.
But sometimes.
Other than that great kickoff return they had earlier, this is pretty decent starting position here for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 from their own 41.
So Hoffman deep down the sideline, incomplete.
Offense pass ball incomplete.
No, that was a good look there, and having twins up top there, the two receivers up top, and man-to-man coverage up there with the two Mifflin defenders, and just a little outreach. It's getting a little dark behind those away bleachers, Bruce. We can see the pagoda up on the hill.
AKA the cigar ash. Thanks for everybody joining us. I know we had a little link problem to start, but I think everybody's kind of found their way to this game. That was Jones, and good gain there. Best run of the night for him.
Yeah, tough yards.
Pulled down by number 61 for the Mustangs. Arias Hernandez.
No, I'm just again, we saw Hernandez have some success earlier in this game, but those two guys inside for Mifflin are just doing a great job.
Hoffman. Jones, he's got the first down, I believe. No, just shy.
No, because the down markers.
Line stiffens. Gain of a yard.
He had to get out past the 50, and I don't think he did, Bruce.
So, do you go for it?
79 Smith.
Sure looks that way.
Tackle.
Well, at this point, what you got to lose?
So 4th down at midfield, 4th and 1 from midfield. Important play here for Wilson to get back in this one. Brad Hoffman calling signals.
Trips up.
It's Gavin Leonard to his right. Hoffman takes it himself, and he is. I don't think he made it.
No, I don't think he made it either. And again, with the high school.
I don't know. It's very close.
Was over here on the right hash on this. This was the short side of the field. They put trips up top, 3 receivers.
He did make it
to the wide side and ran back to the short side here, hoping.
Hoffman picks up.
Not to have too many of those maroon jerseys, but great job by Hoffman. Making something happen, see if they can capitalize on this. That's huge, getting the first down, getting the ball past midfield. Plenty of time left here in the second quarter, 7:50 left, 1st and 10 from Mifflin's 49.
7:50 until halftime. Brad Hoffman calling signals, looking down the sidelines, incomplete, trying to get to Dendel, and that's a big mismatch there. I think he was up against
number 4, Alonzo Anderson, and just a great job in coverage there. Again,
was the intended receiver.
Talked about that. This Mifflin defensive backfield.
Anderson.
I think it's going to cause a lot of teams some distress trying to pass going through this season. So Mifflin coming out with trips, 3 receivers up top. 2nd down and 10 from Mifflin's 49.
Hoffman. Inside of Leonard. That's a really good play. Up to the 40-yard line. Gain of about 9.
Johnson with the tackle.
Now again, good play design there. You got those three receivers up top trying to spread some things out. You know, Hoffman with again very athletic as well. You know, a little bit of action there, like he's going to be rolling out. Little shovel pass back in the middle, and brings up a 3rd and 1. So hopefully Wilson can capitalize on this, get another first down, and start putting a good drive together.
Third down and 1. And on the end around there, that was TJ Flight. Looks like he's got the first down.
Nice job. They brought the trips of 3 receivers down here to the right side. You know, a little jet action there. And, you know, nice job turning it up at that daylight and getting the first down. That was the you know, the key to that. You know, just getting enough yards, get the first down, get, you know, fresh set of downs, and try to keep this drive going.
All right, first down at 10 at the 37. 6:45 to go here in the first half. Hoffman, that's Leonard. Out left, and he's bottled up.
No, the contain on that, you know, again, these guys have done a nice job off the edge for Mifflin so far.
No gain.
Keeping that contained, forcing everything back inside. Again, that was run into the short side of the field.
Thanks for everybody joining us on SSP Network. Great rivalry here. Governor Mifflin and Wilson. So Hoffman now calling signals. Looking to pass again. Under pressure. He's got nobody open down the sideline. Great play.
No, very heads up, very you know, smart football play there. Not trying to force anything.
With the keeper.
Saw a little bit of daylight, you know, on the outside there, going up the sidelines, getting positive yards out of it.
Picks up
Heads up play by Hoffman.
From the Mustang 32-yard line.
So I think this is a big drive for Wilson. They're continuing to work the ball carry. It's 3rd and 5 from the 32. 5:50 to go here in the first half. Ooh, rough snap. Leonard, who's really played all of this series, down to about the 30. So 4th down and 3.
4th and 2.
Dave and I never agree.
The Bulldogs.
All right, so 4th and 3, 4th and 2. The scoreboard saying 4th and 3.
They still got to get a first down.
They do, and certainly not a sneak situation. You got to get 3 yards here.
Oh, did he catch it?
I believe he did.
Did he catch it?
Johnson with the catch.
Oh, he did catch it, and he just got whacked.
High percentage pass there, just you know, trying to get that first down. Great job of the ball security, but yeah, he kind of got lassoed. Coming hard across the middle.
Huge play hanging on to that ball, and he really took a shot. Lots of concern down there on the field, and he's up. Got the trainers from really both sidelines out there. Absolutely fine reception there by number 9, TJ Flight. He's actually limping. It's not really a head injury. He kind of turned his ankle, so good for that.
Again, just that whipping, spinning action.
So I believe it's a first down. I haven't seen any signal yet. Oh no! Governor, he was short. He was short. So Governor Mifflin's going to take over. Wow. All of that. And he didn't get the first down. So 1st and 10 for Mifflin. Ball's on the 30.
Incomplete.
Oh, incomplete. Okay.
Ball goes over and down to the Mustangs. First and 10 from their own 30.
You know, I know the player was hurt and what have you, but it would have been nice to get some kind of a signal from the official earlier on.
Somebody dropped their phone under the bleachers. Don't give it to you.
Rock around the left side.
So Trey Rock there on the carry.
3. 5 for the Bulldogs. Josh Drake with the
So
tackle.
just an important opportunity there that the Governor Mifflin defense rose up and stopped Wilson there, carry, and now they got the ball back trying to put more on the board before halftime. We've got 4:45 to go. And that's McNeil.
Johnson spins for the first down yardage.
I believe that was
I
Johnson
think that
this
was
time.
Delson McNeil. Dave. So first down, Governor Mifflin at the 41-yard line. Delson McNeil in at quarterback this series for Governor Mifflin. Trey Rock, Nick Singleton in the backfield. That's Aiden Martin on the wing. And Singleton's got it. And they hem him in.
Singleton for a yard.
You know, the one.
Great job by Wilson defense there. 4-5, those white jerseys. Tagging Singleton on that one.
So 2nd and 9, ball's on the 42-yard line. Delson McNeil calling signals for Governor Mifflin. Back to Singleton. And he
Singleton
rides it
picks
on
up 5.
forward for about 5.
Really nice job by Wilson on defense.
3rd and 4 for the Mustangs. From the Mustang 47-yard line.
Okay, 3rd and 4. See what Mifflin can do here, no doubt. They wouldn't punt from midfield regardless.
Oh, fumble! Looks like Wilson's got it, which they do. It's Jaden Jones with the recovery. Just what the doctor ordered for the Bulldogs.
No, great opportunity here for Wilson. Again, that pitch out, past his back shoulder there, just created a great opportunity for the Wilson defense, and they took advantage of it. Great opportunity here, 3rd and 4. Was that last set? With the Mifflin botched pitch there, and brings up the 1st and 10 now for Wilson on the 40 going in. 2:57 left in the second quarter.
The al fresco life, Kerry. I mean, people turning in phones to the booth and, everything else. I didn't know this was the lost and found as well. Maybe lost and found for announcers. I don't know, but. Oh, my.
Yeah, I'm just trying not to get clotheslined here by my own headphone wires.
So 28-0, 2:57 remaining until halftime. Now a very, very big opportunity for Wilson, Kerry.
And just this little timeout, checking out the sales going on in the stands here. A little homemade PVC pipe apparatus by this fellow selling the cotton candy.
All right, Brad Hoffman now. Let's see what Coach Doms and his staff have dialed up here.
1st and 10, 2:57 left, second quarter.
That's Hoffman up the middle. He's got some room. Beautiful run to the outside. Boy, Brad Hoffman has basically been their offense on the ground too, Kerry.
No, and just a good football player, smart football player, making good decisions, and making things happen. Great job by Hoffman so far.
Yeah, I mean, important that he runs the football. I mean, just making Mifflin not overcommit. Hoffman again, and not a lot up the middle. Clock winding down. Down to 2:35 remaining in the first half. Ball's on the 25-yard line. Probably the best field position for Wilson tonight.
Going to go out on a limb and say that we'll see both of these teams live again, as the season goes on. But I think that not much up the middle is going to be a phrase you say a lot about this.
That's Cam Jones. Nice play. Shovel pass up the middle. Good gain there.
Gain of 6 for Jones.
Yeah, that's the second time that we've seen the shovel pass action. They've had some positive yards both times that they've done that.
Well, 3rd and 2. Down to about a minute 50 to go here in the first half. Very, very important possession here for Wilson to try and get something on the board. Hoffman. That's Delson. Did he catch it? No. Really good defense down there. Looked like that was Nick Singleton on the defense. Not sure. Looked like that was number 4 on the defense, Alonzo Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson's done a nice job. That's the second time he's had great coverage there. And again, good concept, a little bit of float on that ball, and just put himself between the receiver and the ball, and brings up 4th down. 4th and 2. See if Hoffman can make something happen here again.
Got it to Cam Jones, who's got the first down up to about the 10-yard line.
And that was a great job by Wilson. That's a great job by their offensive line getting that push.
1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
Again, I was talking about the strength in there in that interior defensive line and linebacking core, but body language says a lot. Look at these guys right now. This has been a long drive. The hands are on the hips. Now's where you got to reach down. Wilson offensive line won that one.
Oh, left tight end there jumped. Looked like
right tackle
Brindle
as well.
jumped there a little bit.
Okay, multiple jumps there by Wilson on that false start, and that's a shame. They've really had something good going here. Just got to forget that one and
flag against the Bulldogs.
Come right back to it.
Boy, I really like the mic'd official.
1st and goal from the 15.
So down to about a minute to go, Kerry. Hoffman looking across the middle, incomplete. Nice defense there by Martin.
Yeah, from my vantage point,
fastball's incomplete.
A couple of the guys up front were kind of in the way. I think he reached down in front. I don't know if there was a little extracurricular or not. Regardless, nothing called. Going across the middle there, incomplete pass. Under a minute left now, 56 seconds left. 2nd and 15 from the 15 going in.
Hoffman. That's Cam Jones. And he's dragged down for a short game, but I believe that was a face mask.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one, Bruce. If we can see it, we both see that from up here. Say that's probably what it is.
Haven't had an indication yet.
Personal foul, face mask, number 51 on the defense. It's still 2nd down.
So it was a face mask penalty. Gonna move.
After the penalty, Bulldogs at the 6.
So 2nd and goal from the 6. Wilson needed to punch it in. We've got 45 seconds remaining in the half.
Yep, clock's running.
And a little befuddling up front.
Yeah, kind of that jet action coming across.
On the offense, number 53, still 2nd down.
Again, coming into the short side of the field, imagine they were going to pull that and do something else with it. Stops the clock, 39 seconds left. Second quarter from Shillington.
Aren't they supposed to start the clock with an offensive penalty?
They had to reset the ball.
There they
There
go,
it goes. There's the whistle. Now it's going.
So,
And probably a timeout by Wilson.
all right, timeout. Yeah, I knew that they had to run the clock on an offensive penalty. And Wilson calls timeout here with 34.8 seconds to go in the half. They still have 2 remaining, Kerry.
Yeah, plenty of time left. With the timeouts they have left, great field position here, down at the 11. Hopefully they can put something together and get some points on the board and have some positives going into halftime.
Yeah, hoping our buddy Joe Mays makes it up here for halftime. Joe said he was going to try and meander over and say hello. So
37 seconds on the clock. 37 seconds.
I'll tell you what, when we're not the lost and found, we've got a lot of nice space up here for a broadcast position.
No, we've fared well these last 2 weeks.
37 seconds.
So you heard 37 seconds to go here in the half. Wilson really needing to get something on the board to get back in this one with Governor Mifflin up 28-0. And probably the biggest game in Berks County every year.
Definitely a lot of tradition, Bruce. I'm sure some
Thanks for hanging with us here. SSP Network, EasternPAFootball.com. Bruce Badgley, Kerry Moyer, Ethan Sander, Scott Smith, a cast of thousands here.
Well, there's definitely a cast of thousands around the stadium. Packed bleachers, standing all the way around the fence around the stadium. And again, talked about this last week, but just for the fans, the players, the schools, the communities, to have the opportunity to be out watching high school football is awesome.
Hoffman to Jones. He fumbled the foot. Did he fumble the football? No signal from the official. Looks like he is giving it. I don't see a signal yet. I think he was just shooing the Mifflin bench away.
Yeah, it's right in front of all the players here on the Mifflin side. It's tough for us to see, but I think he did cough it up, but it's, went out of bounds. Regardless, 30 seconds left. 3rd and 10 now from the 10.
30 seconds to go. 30.6.
Wide side of the field out to the left. Trips 3 receivers up top.
Oh, ball hit the ground.
Yeah, nice concept there, trying to get a playmaker out in space, but just a little misfire there on the pass by Hoffman.
Incomplete.
So it's either going to be a touchdown or a turnover on downs with 27.9 left. 4th and goal from about the 10-yard line. They got Cam Jones split out here to the right, wide. Everybody out wide, spread formation. And it's intercepted. Eden Johnson. He's going. Oh my gosh, Eden Johnson. Touchdown saving tackle by Micah Cooper. Oh, man.
It's the 2nd pick of the night for Governor Mifflin. Have a flag on the play, not quite sure, maybe for the flip of the ball at the end.
Multiple flags on the field.
Multiple flags on the field, so I guess we'll have to sort this out.
Yeah, it looks like there's one down around the 20. There's one at midfield. I thought there was one in the end zone, but I think that's somebody's pad on the ground. Looks like they're bringing it back, Kerry. You know those guys?
Block in the back on the return team, number 61. Dead ball foul on the receiver. Unsportsmanlike conduct, first down.
Okay, so those both go against Mifflin. Again, the flag I saw there, the dead ball foul for the flip of the ball. Again, just being excited, celebrating the interception. But regardless, puts Mifflin way back. They retain possession here with the pick, and it was 4th down anyway. 14 seconds left on the clock. Mifflin has a 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line. So again, ball security, a big thing here. Couple yards of breathing room.
I would never say Mifflin ever is going to run out the clock, but I think they're going to run out the clock this time. 14.2 left. They're way back at their own 5-yard line. Another stoppage of play for some reason. Mifflin a man short. So we're down to the last play, 14.2 seconds. Most likely Mifflin in kneel down formation, which they did. And that's going to do it. Halftime here in Shillington. Governor Mifflin on top, 28-0. We'll be back in a little bit here, hopefully with Coach Joe Mays from the Bulldog Hour.
Emma Olsey. The drill was designed by Justin McAdams. The percussion staff is headed by Steve Roman, who is assisted by Alex Spielhart, Mike Kramer, and Brett Jarvis. Percussion writing was by Joe Rusomano. The color guard assistants are Michelle Meadow and Julie Whitner. The visual assistants are Samantha Jennings, Sarah Kovac, and Eric Martinez. The professional assistant is Emily Fredericks, and the director is David Cooper. Student leadership is Owen Farrell for high woodwinds, Isabella Vitalis for low woodwinds, Alyssa Underwood for high brass, and Shylon Snyder for low brass. Percussion section leaders are Evan Croteau and Megan Kramer. And now, under the field direction of drum majors Cameron Wagner and Ben Small, the Wilson High School Marching Band.
Thank you so very much. Brett's really good.
Hey, it's Bruce Badgley. Look at here. We've even got like a studio light here up in the press box with Coach Joe Mays. Thanks for joining the broadcast, my friend.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate you being asked.
Well, I tell you what, we go back a long way.
Yeah,
don't
we've known each other for a long time.
And, we fought over this rivalry, you and I. I mean,
that's all in good fun, right?
Always in good fun, and that's the best thing about this rivalry, isn't it? It's always in good fun. There were a lot of years where, I think Wilson thought that, they were always going to be the hammer. And, the last couple of years, Governor Mifflin's come back strong.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've got an incredible class last year, a great team again this year. It's tough to compete with a few of the big guns, and I've been really impressed by the Mifflin team. We didn't know what to expect. The beatdown last week of York was an eye-opener, so it seems that the pieces that they replaced, excellent job by them. The depth is very strong. So
yeah.
it was a rough first half for me, but,
Yeah, I said after watching that York game last week that there wasn't enough footballs for Governor Mifflin, and they kind of showed that the first half.
Well, yeah, that was the biggest surprise. They almost used Nick Singleton sort of as a diversion. They're like, well, let's try to win another way, let Nick make some plays on defense, score with Rock and Eden, and the platoon quarterback who I know, Coach Lang, said there's no problem putting him in there in any situation, and they showed that. And it was a dominating first half. There's no other way around it. I'm going to throw a whole bunch of coach cliches at you because that's exactly the type of thing that I'm sure Coach Doms is telling the Wilson team right now. They're making mistakes, too many penalties, turnovers, giving Mifflin opportunities on a short field. Like, those are all recipes for disaster, and that's exactly what we saw.
Yeah, but Wilson had their chances too. I mean, they had their opportunities.
And they ended with turnovers. That you can't turn the ball over. Whether it's on downs, whether it's interception, whether it's fumble, it doesn't matter. Can't give the ball back to an offense that was, for the first quarter, unstoppable. So we'll see what kind of adjustments are made, and I expect the Bulldogs to fight back, but they got a huge uphill climb to get back into this game.
I thought Brad Hoffman played a whale of a first half. What about you?
It was a little rocky at the start, a few decisions that I know that the coaches weren't too happy about, but he and the team responded much better in the second half. But again, inability to win the trench battle on offense and defense has hurt them. It's caused the running backs and Brad at quarterback to scramble more than he'd like, and you can't make a lot of plays on the run when you're running for your life. So they gotta fix some things in that area. But I do think Brad played really well in the second half, or second quarter, and hopefully they can build on that in the second half.
Yeah, and he seemed to be like their only answer on the ground too, right?
Yeah, well, we thought that Gavin Leonard and Jaden Jones maybe were getting things moving in the second quarter, but still no points on the board, so it wasn't enough. They got to dig deep and fight their way back.
Yeah, I mean, in case you don't know who this guy is, this is Joe Mays. Does everything great with Wilson football, host of the Bulldog Hour. We go way back for, how many years?
Covering 7 or 8 now.
Covering football here in Berks County, and I was talking to Coach Downs before the game. He said, "Where you been?" I said, well, my gosh, it's really kind of tough to get over there because there is such great coverage. There's no reason, to go over there when they're getting great coverage. We try and make sure that all the teams are covered the best way possible. And but the way that you're doing it there with Wilson over these years with Bulldog Hour and all your pictures and whatever like that, should be commended. I mean, but you're a Wilson grad, right?
Yeah, I appreciate the kind words, Bruce, but you know that you're always welcome at Wilson. Anytime we can get you over there, we like him. We appreciate everything that the Red and Eagle continues to do. Mike Drago, Paul Roberts, Jim Berkman, Spotlight Burks, and you. It's what you all do for the Scholastic community is just phenomenal. Like, we really appreciate it.
Well, also this year we're going to be streaming. I mean, Sports Stream Premium Network and Eastern PA Football. We're actually going to be doing the Penn Manor home schedule, so it means that I get you guys again.
You'll see me in
I'll
4 weeks.
A couple, like October 1st or something like that. We get together there at Penn Manor, so that's going to be fun for me. But just kind of get our self ready for like the big merger. Not so much in Section 1, but with the Lancaster Lebanon League and the Berks League kind of merging together next year. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I've been on board with that since it broke, I think 4 years ago or so now. From a Wilson perspective, it's great. We get to introduce another local rivalry with Reading High, which hasn't been played in nearly a decade. And other than that, not a lot changes for us. We're still playing the big 6A teams in Section 1. We're still going to get to play Mifflin. It'll be later in the year next year. But from a Wilson perspective, it was a no-brainer. We're glad that it finally went through, and we're excited to join the merger, welcome the other Berks teams into the league, and it'll be really interesting. I think Section 2 and Section 4 are going to be a real battleground.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to that. I think that it eases so many issues, not only with the Berks League, but also Lancaster Lebanon League in setting their schedule every year. And quite honestly, a lot of Section 1 teams in the LL League, I mean, to a coach, they didn't like having to play that crossover game between Section 1 and Section 2. So I think it benefits Section 1 in that big way.
Right. They essentially got rid of the crossover game by scheduling the buys at the same week for Section 1 and Section 2 to say, if you'd like to play each other, go ahead. So obviously Wilson and Mifflin are going to be able to do that. I believe it's week 6 next year. It just makes things interesting. But the Berks LL merger just makes too much sense for a lot of the teams for competitive balance and scheduling. You said scheduling has become very difficult for some teams depending on the number of league games you play, and now the merger should help ease those issues.
Yeah, and it's just going to be incredible. And the other thing about this rivalry game, and actually now, the other rivalry game in town will be back on. Wyomissing and Berks Catholic will be in Section 4. This will be the crossover game. But the one thing that I like about these crossover games now in Berks County is just the simple fact that it's not anticlimactic. Before they would play during the season, and then really the game that mattered was in November. But since they only play one time, I think it's great. What do you think?
Yeah, it was interesting when that was happening with Wyomissing and Berks Catholic for I think a few years. The winner of the regular season matchup would lose the bigger game in the district championship. You want that hardware. It was interesting to see that flip-flop. Having two rivals play in the playoffs is always interesting. It doesn't happen that often. I know a lot of people will like the one-off opportunity, one and done per year. I can go either way. Good football is good football, and I want to watch it. If there are two strong teams, I'll take it.
Well, we're really fortunate here in Berks County because we've had some really strong football, over the last few years. Obviously, Wilson, now Governor Mifflin, they made it to the Final Four in 5A last year. Wyomissing made it to the championship game, in 3A, falling a bit short to Central Valley. But, the level of football that's being played in Berks County, it's just incredible. The level of talent that we see in Berks County in District 3 in, going down through Section 1 or District 1 and District 12. You've got kids getting SEC scholarships. This is a regular beeline to Penn State now. Talk a little bit about the talent level that we're seeing in this area for high school football.
Well, Berks County football fans are spoiled. If you like high school sports, I don't know, there's not much of a better place to go than here. Obviously, we're biased, but that's the way we feel. But I think Ross Tucker has said it best. High school sports are the most exciting and entertaining part for an athlete in their career. And he's played college football and pro football. He knows what he's talking about, and high school's the best. And putting on these games for the community, get to play with your teammates. It's high school football, high school sports are the best that it gets for you in terms of camaraderie. And I hope that the communities, not just in Berks County, but like you said, throughout District 3, South Central, Southeastern Pennsylvania, take advantage of it. Go out and see all these kids play, whether it's on Friday night football field, whether it's in the pool, on the track, on another field nearby. Just go out and have fun. Watch kids have fun for the love of the game. That's the most important part.
Right, and support them. I think the important thing is, support your schools, support the advertisers that support these broadcasts, support the advertisers that, will work with you, because you provide such a great service. And there are so many great organizations out there covering it, but, nobody works for free. And, the important thing here now is the focus on making sure that all of these people that are covering these games are supported. I know I have, some great support from Get Recruited and Root Athletic, and hopefully a few more. If you're interested, just send me a DM at Badgley Bruce. Got a lot of games to do here, this year.
You're a busy man, busy schedule.
We're going to have, there's going to be, a couple weeks where we've got 2 games going on at the same time here on SSP Network with EasternPAFootball.com, and we want to keep them for free. Well, if we want to keep it for free, then we need support of sponsors to keep these broadcasts for free. So anyway, and for you, you've done the Bulldog Hour for so many years and have such a great following. So I'm glad to see you've been successful with all of that too.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, Justin Raffoff, my partner on the show, and I have been doing it this is our 7th season. So, we're trucking towards 100 episodes hopefully in the next year or so, and we love to do it. We love to talk to the coaches and the players and just put information out there about the Wilson football program. So, Bruce, I appreciate you having me on, and hopefully we can catch up again in Penn Manor.
Yeah, Penn Manor. Well, hopefully you can count on it, man. All right.
All right.
It's great to see you, my friend. All right. Don't be a stranger, and great job. All right.
All right. Well, good luck in the
We'll be back in a little while.
Seven, 8, 9, 8, 7, 9.
At the end of the half, number 4 on sportsmanlike conduct on Governor Mifflin.
It's awesome that Joe was on. That's great, man.
Always great catching up with Joe Mays. Bruce Badgley, Kerry Moyer back with you here in Shillington with the cigar ash off in the distance, Kerry. It's Governor Mifflin 28, Wilson nothing at the half.
Well, that's the pagoda to me, but I'm a local guy. but nothing against you Indiana Hoosiers.
You know, our first Governor Mifflin-Wilson game, and I tell you what, very hard hitting, but, you know, Governor Mifflin, you know, clearly, you know, the breaks fell their way the first half, and but I think, you know, they created a lot of those breaks too. Kerry, what do you think?
No, absolutely, and I mean that's what good football teams do. And you know, again, you're always going to deal with adversity. You know, I think, you know, they obviously, you know, are usually in command of games. You know, we saw that all that last season, so far this season. But you know, still, you create your own opportunities. And again, you know, it's great that you had you know, Joe Mays on at halftime, and you know, again. A lot of good history there, you know, with the Wilson perspective on things as well. And again, this game's, you know, far from over, and these teams, you know, they're always going to, you know, fight and scratch, you know, till the very last whistle. That's just the way they're built. That's the way their coaching staffs, you know, coach these guys up. And yeah, I don't expect any let off here, you know, during the second half.
Governor Mifflin. Oh wow, they tried the onside kick. I think the right play there. And picked up there.
Onside kick from the Mustang.
It was number 80, Aiden Young.
Yeah, great job by Aiden Young there. You know, great concept there by Wilson. Basically just having all
the onside kick. Mustangs.
11 guys running at the ball there.
Their own 35-yard line.
Start of the second half from Shillington, Governor Mifflin home team. The Mustangs 28 and Wilson Bulldogs 0.
All right, 1st and 10, Governor Mifflin at their own 35-yard line. Looks like that's Eden Johnson at quarterback. And I don't know whether that was a false start or not. That's what the officials are there to determine.
Offside on number 67 of the defense is still first down.
All right, so 1st and 5.
Yeah, definitely not the way you want to start the second half, and you know, given those 5 free yards to start.
And the ball to Singleton, who goes right up the gut there.
Nice job by the Wilson defense, though, keeping them contained. Good stop.
Stewart.
I think one of the, you know, a couple of the things that stood out to me from the first half, again, you know, the first 4 scores, you know,
after the first down.
You know, for Mifflin, 4 different players getting those touchdowns. And again, this is a very team-focused team. You know, a lot of, you know, even with Nick Singleton, as amazing as he is as an athlete, very humble, and it's about the team. So just great bounce.
So that's Johnson for the first down.
Around the right side.
You know, the funny thing is, Kerry, is that they've been running Singleton really between the tackles. They haven't given him anything outside.
On the one time they did get him off tackle, we saw the touchdown with it. But again, you know, just very balanced attack. Great job there by Johnson at quarterback. Great job running that option. You know, nice little moves with the shoulder pads, getting guys to bite, and you know, just kept the ball himself and got positive yards, got the first down. 1st and 10 now from the 47. One of the other big things that I think from the first half was, you know, the majority of that whole half was played on Wilson's side of the field.
So Singleton right up the gut, like I was talking about. They've really kept him, giving him the ball between the tackles, and he picks up about 4, maybe 5.
Gain of 4.
So back in Wilson territory here for Governor Mifflin.
10:30 left, third quarter.
That's Rock, and he's got the first down. Wow!
Through his Rock.
That was, I mean, he just shot through that line like a cannon.
Mustangs at the Bulldog 36-yard line.
And talked about it a little bit in the first half. I mean, you know,
21 for the Bulldogs.
Historically, the guys that you've seen do that, you know, talked about Schmidt earlier. Of course, Nick Singleton, you know, surpassed him last year as the career rushing leader at Mifflin. Of course, Strausser last year, now playing at Kutztown, and, you know, Rock this year.
Singleton off tackle, Gill on his feet.
Singleton close to the first down.
So again, I kind of mentioned in the first half too. It's he's certainly not just one-dimensional. I mean, his ability to lower the pads and put sticks on the defenders as well. That extra couple yards there by him running hard and being ways evolved into as a big strong back
from the Bulldogs,
who just happens to be extremely fast on top of it.
Pretty easy when it's 2nd and 2 when you got a running offense like this. So Johnson now. And he keeps it himself for the first down.
Yeah, but you see that play design. So you got the fullback there, Trey Rock. Singleton lined up behind him, and then you got Johnson going out with the running the option. So you got to honor that fullback dive to start. Then you've got who are you going to contend with, whether Johnson running the option or is he going to pitch to Singleton. There again, we've seen that 2 times in this drive so far where he's kept it over that right side and got very positive yards. But really, it's a triple threat there with that fullback dive, the quarterback, and Nick Singleton. 3 great athletes there.
So Johnson now keeps it himself. Oh, and riding on his back there. Looked like that was 51 for Wilson. Elian Rodriguez, but he went for a ride, Kerry.
First down, Mustangs at the Bulldog. 13.
Now again, we've seen that a few times now this series, but again, it's like you can't become complacent. Just start looking for one thing because you can really get hurt 3 different ways from that same formation.
Singleton. Not much there that time.
Singleton for 2.
Rodriguez again with the tackle. He's played well on defense tonight, that's for sure.
No, he's doing a nice job. And again, give that defensive line, those backers inside, credit from Wilson as well. There's been a lot of times here, it's just been 1-2 yards, 3 yards that they're giving up. They're certainly not getting gashed up the middle on a consistent basis. Big plays we've seen, pretty much rock up the middle.
Nope, Johnson's got it again. He plows his way ahead for about 3.
Johnson.
That's the whole thing there with that play design, Bruce. Again,
3,
it's Rock on again on that fullback dive. Johnson with the keeper. Yeah, we've seen was that the 4th time I think this series where he's just held it. You keep getting that, and then get him the bite, and then you get that pitch out to Singleton, getting him out in space.
So 3rd and 6 here, 7:05 to go. And Singleton's got it, bursts through and into the end zone. Touchdown for Governor Mifflin. Nick Singleton, that's his first of the night. Second?
Yeah, you had the long touchdown run.
He had the one down at the end zone there. Yep, second.
Down going the other way. Nick Singleton's 2nd touchdown of the night. So, and again, pounding it out on the ground as we've expected here with Mifflin. Last year I probably would have called that as a seam to Cam Stewart there.
Schools, and it's good, and it's 35-0 with 6:58 to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's mercy rule time, Kerry. I honestly didn't think we were going to get to this point tonight.
That said, though, Bruce, too, I mean, it's like, it's not unexpected with this Mifflin offense. Again, we did a lot of their games last year. I mean, putting up over, 50 points, each time they hit the field is not uncommon. 55 last week in their opener, and 35 so far tonight with 6:58 left here in the 3rd quarter. Again, I just think the bounce of this Mifflin offense, that's those 5 scores, but 4 different guys scoring. Of course, Singleton has 2 touchdowns. He had 5 of them last week. But just spreading the ball around, a lot of guys getting the touches. I know you made the comment, about the game last week where you covered it from the field and talking about there just weren't enough footballs to go around. But I think Mifflin's done a great job tonight. Just spreading the ball around, and just makes that much that much pressure on the defense to have to just honor everybody that's out there. Certainly not a one-trick pony.
And they're scoring these points against two good 6A opponents. These aren't 5A guys. These are 6A guys, and pretty impressive. So Schools. Oh! That was number 33 covering it there for Wilson, Ryan McMillan.
Squib kick is covered.
No, just good job getting on top of it. But again, talked about, you called it there earlier at the end of the first half with the squib. Squib again.
Rodriguez.
Really, I mean, with it as solid as their defense has been tonight, I think one of the kickoff return in the first half. So.
Well, I tell you what, I could get used to doing a game up here. We got lights where we can walk around, we can relax. Thank you to Governor Mifflin and Pat Tully and Kyle Conkar for all their support in this broadcast.
No, we've been very fortunate the last 2 weeks.
Hard running there by Jones.
Of course, heavy rains last week. A lot of the games got postponed till Saturday. We were able to get ours in. We were down at Millersville University for Conestoga Valley at Penn Manor. And you got to, with those games, that was like 6 different times for starting games. You got to cover a few on Saturday, Bruce.
Yeah, next week we've got Penn Manor and Northeastern. So Hoffman bobbles, but a nice pass there. It's out to Josh Drake, right on the numbers.
Great job there by Wilson and moving the sticks.
Complete for the first down at midfield.
So 2nd and 3, 5:39 to go here in the third quarter. Excuse me, 1st and 10. Hoffman there. Oh, pulled down in the backfield. He had it to Cam Jones. And the Mifflin defense, I mean, what that line, you talk about that carry, moving that line of scrimmage, and Mifflin sure did it on that play.
Yeah, that little bit of a difference. Again, I think they've been very staunch up front. A lot of tackles around the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard gain. Not a whole lot for tackles for losses. We've seen it, when they've brought the linebackers.
Incomplete there for Cam Jones.
Jones falls incomplete.
The thing is he's got big guys in his face. It's not like he can whip it on a direct line. He's having to kind of lob it up over the line to get his receivers on those short crossing routes. And that's definitely affecting their ability to catch the football.
Becomes a little dangerous for the guys going across the middle too. 4:20 left, third quarter.
All right, so Hoffman now, 3rd and 10 at midfield. Wilson really needs to get something going. Little confusion out there. And out to the side to Jones. He bobbles, but pulls it down.
Yeah, when they finally settled in, they had 3 receivers down here on the short side of the field. Went back to that one-on-one with the single receiver up top, and that's great. You get a playmaker out in space. He just has to make one guy miss. Unfortunately, a little bit of bobbling. Couldn't get that forward head of steam.
Injury out there. Not sure if that's a cramp or not. I always hate to see that, but hopefully not a severe injury out there. So 3:42 here in quarter number 3. think that was number 22 there, Tyler Minnick, who I believe just got a scholarship offer to play Division I ball, I believe, at Connecticut. So good athletes. Pardon? A lot of good athletes on this Governor Mifflin team.
Again, with the great football athletes, here at Mifflin, great baseball athletes as well.
Hoffman, and a nice catch there. That's Josh Drake.
Hoffman passes to number 5, Drake, for the first down, 1 4th down.
Nice execution there by Wilson. Getting vertical, coming back, making sure that he had the first down, securing the catch, moving the sticks.
So 1st and 10, 39-yard line for Wilson. Hands it to Jones up the middle for about 4.
Gain of 4. Martin with a tackle. Jones the ball carrier.
So Wilson looking to try and get some points on the board. Governor Mifflin now with the clock running at 35-0.
2:40 left, third quarter.
And I believe Drake caught that one again, but as I mentioned, the
Drake
clock
with the reception.
with the mercy rule there continues to run down to about 2 minutes and 20 seconds here in quarter number 3. Mifflin up 35-0. So Hoffman now in the shotgun. And I think he finally gave it to Jones and tried to push him across for the first down.
Jones on the carry.
Ooh, and somebody down for Mifflin. All right, so we got somebody down. Players still down out there. Never like to see that. So, Kerry, we've got a lot of good games coming up next week. Talked about the fact that we're going to be at Penn Manor and Northeastern next week. Following week, I believe we're back here for Cedar Crest and Governor Mifflin. And then the week following, we'll actually be following these Wilson Bulldogs as they head into Penn Manor. So
a lot of big-time high school football ahead of us this season, Bruce.
So Hoffman, deep down the middle. Ooh! Trying to reach Evan Williams.
Pass ball incomplete. Number 22, Minnick for the Mustangs on defense.
So 3rd and 8. Down to 1:30 to go here in the third quarter. Governor Mifflin on top, 35-0.
The offensive success has been limited so far for Wilson, but Hoffman, again, just showing a lot of leadership and doing a nice job at quarterback for them tonight.
Oh, threw it behind.
Hoffman's pass falls incomplete. 4th down.
Was trying to hit Dendel on that post route. So down under a minute to go here in quarter number 3. 4th down now for Wilson. Ball's on the 26-yard line. Hoffman. And nice pitch and catch there to number 12. That's Evan Williams.
Hoffman complete to number 12, Williams.
That was a great job, execution-wise, there by the Wilson offense.
1st and 10 Bulldogs at the
20
West End.
seconds left here in the
8-yard
third
line.
quarter with the clock running. Looks like we'll get the snap in for one more play.
Jones. Down to about the 5. And that ends the quarter with Governor Mifflin on top, 35 to nothing. All right, welcome back to Shillington. Bruce Badgley, Kerry Moyer, Ethan Sanner. 35 to nothing, Governor Mifflin. Heading into the 4th quarter. But Wilson on the move. That's Jones in for the score. Number 4, Jaden Jones.
Touchdown, Jones. For the Bulldogs.
Great job by that Wilson offense. Just that whole drive, putting things together, mixing it up with the run and the pass, and finding the end zone here with the first play starting the 4th quarter.
So Jones for the first score for Wilson. Ben Rada. Got it.
Extra point is good. Retta.
So 35 to 7 with 11:58 remaining in this one, Kerry. And, I got to believe that Governor Mifflin isn't going to do anything other than what they've been doing the whole game, and that just pound it and do some ball control here, and especially with running clock. That could be difficult to top. So would you onside this if you're Coach Doms down by 28 with, just inside the, 4th quarter mark?
Your players are here to play, and we saw it before. They kind of did the all 11 men just going for the ball, kind of breaking from the huddle. And that's one of the things too. I think Wilson's been really solid on special teams all night. That was just great looking execution there with that point after attempt. Had that big run back on the kickoff, return earlier in the first half, and again, it was nice execution with what they did in trying the onsides. Yeah, I'd try it again.
I'm surprised. Quite honestly, Governor Mifflin doesn't have the hands team in there, but we'll see what happens. So Rada ready to kick it. Wilson spent a good bit of time on the sidelines, so we'll see what happens here. Sure looked like it was going to be an onside kick.
Yeah, as soon as Coach Lang there saw something, he's running down the sideline to get to the ref at midfield to call that timeout.
Wow, talking about icing the kicker. That was icing the onside kicker.
Well, again, a little bit of a different look there with that onside.
All the Mifflin coaches down there, they're getting them fired up, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're talking about the hands team. Just because there's one guy out there with a 50s number doesn't mean it's not the hands team. We saw some 20s and 80s up on that front line.
All right, here we go, Kerry. I got to believe, yep, and look, they're putting in the hands team. Governor Mifflin did put in the hands team this time. So I guess they must have listened to me, Kerry. I'm sure they're monitoring the broadcast on the sidelines.
Okay, Bruce, you go with that.
Oh, a little pooch kick. Hey, that's smart, but out of bounds. So,
kickoff, bounds, out of bounds.
So it looks like all that for naught, and Governor Mifflin's going to get the ball on the 35.
On the kicking team, first down.
I tell you what, big fan of these mic'd up refs. Big fan of that. Wish we'd see more of that.
Oh, it may be the way of the future, Bruce.
All right, 1st and 10. Governor Mifflin at the 35-yard line. 11:52 remaining. They're up 35-7. And that's Rock.
Again, this Mifflin offense, so many weapons.
Nelson McNeil under center for the Mustangs.
Thanks for the text, letting us know to adjust the scoreboard. Appreciate everybody's input tonight.
Carry, gains 3.
And we are officially in the fourth quarter.
11:15
down to
left.
about 11 minutes to go, Kerry. Delson McNeil in at quarterback. Oh, what a move there by Singleton. They never did get him down. He kind of stepped over tacklers for a nice game.
Yeah, 2-back set. Rock in there at fullback. Nick Singleton tailback. Lead block off the right tackle there by Rock. Moving the chains. 1st and 10. Ball over on the Wilson side of the field now at the 48. 10:28 left, fourth quarter.
You know, Nick isn't going to have the gaudy stat line, but, you know, he's such a factor in every game, if not himself, opening it up for everybody else on that offense. So Delson McNeil in there, quarterback. Gives it to Singleton.
Singleton.
And look, Nick Singleton,
for 7.
He is always cognizant of his stats line. If you're on the sidelines watching him play, he's constantly wondering, you know, how he's doing and everything else. So I expect him to keep feeding them the rock, even up 35-7.
Yeah, and that's certainly not out of, just worried about himself. Again, a great team player, very humble, but he does just have such a high bar set for himself. But again, it's been interesting seeing this. We've seen different guys, whether it's, quarterback or Trey Rock or, Singleton kind of take over series.
Nifty move.
On the keeper around the left side.
Nifty move by McNeil. Playing the cha-cha, playing the microphone cord cha-cha there.
Yeah, it's nice we've got room to move around up here, but when I kind of take a little walk over here, then the wires got stretched out and got people coming up and down. And
this is a good problem that Jeff Lang has. He's got two very capable quarterbacks that can run this offense, Kerry.
I think that that's a huge statement you just said, Bruce, because it's run this offense. It doesn't take away from the offense with either one in.
Singleton around the edge. He's got it. Oh my God! He took off at the 5 and flew into the end zone.
Yeah, kind of a little Superman fly there at the end. That's kind of like, seeing those guys trying to dunk from the foul line there. He just kind of went in from the 5. But
touchdown. Singleton's 80th touchdown of his career.
So that's Nick Singleton's 80th touchdown.
And that touchdown breaks the Berks County record.
And that touchdown breaks the Berks County record. So Nick Singleton, 80 touchdowns, Berks County record.
Schools, point after is good.
Again, he's been at it, since his freshman year. Keep in mind, a little asterisk that goes alongside of that with the pandemic and the challenges last year. That was, his production was done in 8 games. So, that's just incredible and amazing. So, and I'll remember that. I mean, I remember a lot of his awesome runs, and that just the acceleration on the sideline there to get that 80th touchdown, Berks County record. Congratulations to Nick Singleton.
And I believe former Wilson star Iggy Reynoso, I think maybe had that record, and amazing that the Singleton would break that record then against Wilson, but that's unofficial. But just an amazing stat line, and as I said, starting that drive, they were going to continue to feed him the rock, Harry.
No, and it's just been interesting. Not that other guys haven't touched it, but it's almost been by series. There's been a different guy that's kind of
32 yards.
Had the hot hand or been the guy that's getting their number called, and that drive was definitely a Nick Singleton drive.
So 42-7 now, 8:28 remaining.
Schools to kick off.
Jackson Schools. Boy, the Governor Mifflin special teams is really played conservative after that one kickoff return, but
at their own 22.
So Wilson takes over. Ball's on the 22. We've got 8:25 left. Carry running clock.
Yeah, but no, good kickoff though, because I mean he really drove that ball, drove it hard, and when you get that ball, again on the turf, you never know which way that's going to bounce. It's so much easier when these guys can get a running full head of steam on these returns, but when you're kind of playing shortstop out there and just having to field the ball, it's tough to get going after that.
Yeah, batted down at the line there, incomplete, so that's going to make it 2nd and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line as we're winding this one down. Governor Mifflin up 42-7. Hoffman going deep down the middle, wide open. Nice catch there by Cam Jones.
Jones with the catch.
No, great job by Hoffman. Great job by Jones, and I believe Jones was banged up a little bit last week. Still a little bit sore. Great job there. Maybe just had to slow it down for a second. Didn't quite get him in full stride. He could have been going, but regardless, great job getting that first down, and getting the ball flipped over to the Mifflin side of the field. It's going to bring up first down and See where they'll officially place the ball here. 7:13 left, fourth quarter. Governor Mifflin Mustangs 42, Wilson Bulldogs 7.
Put 7:22 on the clock, please. 7:22.
Okay, Bruce, your mic'd up official just said put 7:22 on the clock, so we'll go to 7:22. We do have some down players here. We have a down Mifflin player around the 15, and they're working out a cramp. Another one who just popped up on his own.
Well, the one thing we haven't talked about tonight, Kerry, is the great crowd on hand and the fact that, the fans are back here in Pennsylvania high school football. And, the stands are packed. The field is ringed, with fans, 2, 3, 4 deep. Just an incredible crowd, incredible support for high school football. And, boy, that's a great thing to see, isn't it?
It is. And again, especially everything that, we've kind of gone through with the high school football season. Last year, of course, last week, opening week for a lot of teams, some teams kind of still trying to navigate through those, challenges, through the pandemic, seeing some games kind of postponed till later in the year. Teams trying to pick up opponents, last week. It's the unfortunate reality. I think it's something else still need to be navigated through as we go through this fall. But again, I think a big difference, this year versus last year. Again, we kind of started out, early in the season last year up in Schuylkill County because they kind of got the jump on everybody, from going up and from scrimmages to doing our first game up at Pottsville last year, where we were the only folks in all of Vernon's stadium up there. It was basically the players, the teams, a handful of us doing broadcast media folks. There were no fans. That was a Sunday afternoon game because that's the first day that teams were eligible because of everything being just thrown off and disjointed with heat acclimation week and the required practices, with pads on, and we did a PA high school football broadcast on Sunday afternoon up against an Eagles game, then everybody else, the other leagues, of course, Berks League, Lancaster Lebanon League, kind of started to get into the swing of things, but last year, Mifflin was affected with the game, and there was a team that they were going to play against that ended up going down the road and playing Exeter because Exeter had a team that ran into some navigation challenges with the pandemic, and so hopefully we can get a good chunk of these games played this fall when they're supposed to be played, and get a full season in, get a regular full regular season slate in, and playoffs, and just have another great PA high school football season. So both the Mifflin guys are up now.
Yeah, just like last week, I tell you, Nick Singleton was down with a cramp for a long time. I believe that was a cramp there for number 79, Jamani Smith.
He's just done a great job on defense all night. He's one of those space eaters inside that I was talking about.
All right, so 1st and 10, ball's on the 45, 7:08 left. All right, that's that was Jaden Jones. Got the first down, Kerry.
No, great job. Getting north and south, moving the chains on one snap. Great job. Wilson in great position here. Ball's at the Mifflin 39. 1st and 10 going in.
Hoffman looking deep down the middle, overthrew number 12 there, Evan Williams. But what a beautiful night we've had, Kerry. I mean, my gosh, just very little wind, perfect temperature. You like to see that because, attendance is so very, very important to all these high schools that generate revenue, especially after last year. And, we got a great crowd.
No, absolutely. And again, I think it was, low 70s earlier. Sun's down now. It's probably in the 60s, but, no wind. And after the midweek we had, with all the
And
rain
right up the middle
flooding.
there, that was Jones.
Jones on the carry, first down.
Thankfully here, in Berks County, again, there were some localized things, but there's some other parts of the state that got hit, pretty hard with the flooding.
Hopping down the sideline, incomplete. Looks like we got an interference call there. That was intended for Evan Williams.
Yeah, just a little bit too hands-on. 5:34 left.
On the defense, number 17, first down.
Fourth quarter here in Shillington. Governor Mifflin Mustangs 42, Wilson Bulldogs 7. 5:34 left here in the fourth quarter. First and 10 for Wilson. Ball's on the 21 going in.
So first and 10. We want to thank, our sponsors this year. Brute Athletic, GetRecruitedConsulting.com. Oh, what a flip there. But support for these broadcasts, very, very important. We're starting with one game per week. We're actually going to have a few Friday nights where we're going to have 2 games that you can choose from here on Sports Stream Premium Network. Really could use some support from the business community. You can DM me at Badgley Bruce, and I'd be glad to talk to you about sponsoring opportunities here with our Friday night broadcasts. Not only here, but also we're doing Penn Manor, their home schedule as well. Like I said, we got a Penn Manor Wilson game coming up on October 1st, so looking forward to the business community stepping up and supporting these broadcasts.
No, it's just going to be great. I know we'll see Mifflin a few more times here and see Wilson a few more times. And again, great week last week down at Penn Manor, playing their home games at Millersville's stadium. And Bruce, I think that is just so key because we're kind of getting a little bit of a preview of where things will be going with the mergers with the Berks League and the Lancaster-Lebanon League, coming up.
So Mifflin with the timeout. We're winding it down here. 42-7, 4:28 to go. Always teaching down there. These coaches, whether it's Governor Mifflin or really any team, the opportunity that these coaches have, especially early on in the season, to send messages, to emphasize points to their team, just very, very important, and give Mifflin credit there.
Again, both of these head coaches have been at this a long time. A lot of veterans on their staffs, and again, the word you said there is teaching, and again, it's every snap you get is an opportunity to just keep moving towards that goal for each drive, each game, and where both of these teams expect to be at the end of the season.
So size for the defense, number 64, still third down.
So third and looks like goal here. Third and goal from the 4 here for Wilson. As we wind this one down, still haven't started the clock yet. I guess they will on the snap. And Jones goes in standing up. Touchdown Wilson, Jaden Jones. So that makes it 42-13. And the Wilson fans, I'll tell you what, they're going crazy over there.
Again, the student section over there looks like white out, all in white shirts. Of course, Wilson in their away white pants and white jerseys. And again, this is a good football team. It's a great program. It's been a great program for a long time, and it's going to be a long season, and they're going to have a lot of success.
And that's through by Rada. So 42-14. You know, a very little known fact here, Carrie, is the fact that my high school alma mater, or our fight song, is the same as Wilson's on Wisconsin. How about that, huh?
How about that? Pennsylvania.
Very little known.
And Indiana.
Oh my, yeah, those are the kind of comments you get out of me when it's 42-14.
Does Wisconsin have a big game coming up?
You know, I always have to keep surprising you, surprising you with, like, I don't know, the bad stuff, but anyway. So 42-14, 4 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in this one. So it looks like the hand seam is in there for Governor Mifflin, Carey. Expecting the onside kick. So Rada now kicks it deep. And that's McNeil, who's back deep for Governor Mifflin. Fake. Still on his feet, and he goes down to about the 25-yard line.
McNeil takes the kickoff back to the Mustang 15-yard line.
15-yard line, excuse me. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, 4:15 left here in the fourth quarter. You see, I believe Nick Singleton's night is done. He's hasn't had his helmet over on the sidelines. Just walking around talking to different players, different coaches. So I think we'll have an opportunity here. We may see some other guys for Mifflin.
All right, winding it down here, Carey. Looks like they've got Delson McNeil in there, quarterback for Governor Mifflin. Looks like Nick Singleton's out of the game. Running as much clock as I can. Just diving it right in the gut there. Looked like that was number 32 there running the football, Brandon Jones.
Jones with the carry.
Well, this series could set up a very interesting question here, Bruce. Being as deep as they are in their own end, if they don't get
down to about 3 minutes remaining.
If they don't get a first down, will they possibly punt?
2nd and 8 from about the 12. McNeil flips it out to the side, and for a loss, caught for a loss was Tynan Harder. So Mifflin running it down here, down to about 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this one. Up 42-14. Carey, Governor Mifflin, was advertised tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, they came out and, just pretty much just dominated that first quarter, dominated the first half. And, again, second half here, just kind of going through the series, but early on, established, their kind of tone for the game, and again, this is a very special group that Mifflin has. A lot of these guys are seniors now. Were a big, piece of the team last year that made that deep playoff run. A lot of the core, and again, just a special group of athletes, but. again, it's pretty much, we did a lot of Mifflin games last year, and you got to see them last week, and we're seeing them, live on the broadcast here tonight. I mean, it's pretty much what we've come to expect.
My man, Kerry Moyer, always a pleasure. So McNeil now, just waiting, taking as much time as he can, and he takes it through the line. So that's going to bring up a 4th down for Governor Mifflin here as we wind it under 2 minutes remaining in this one.
So I guess I'll get my question
I think this is
answered.
the first punt that Governor Mifflin will have kicked all season. I don't recall that they kicked one against York High last week. So the first punt of the year with a minute to go in the second game.
So it looks like Trey Rock.
Trey
is
Rock
the punter for Mifflin this year.
Timeout. Governor Mifflin, their 3rd and final timeout.
Well, I guess I know that they practice it, the punt team, during practice. But like I said, first time in a game situation, good that they at least get one under fire.
Yeah, and certainly, it's not that it's never been done before, but you got your guy that bangs the middle, fullback and at linebacker, and he's your punter.
Minute 13 remaining. Very difficult to, say anything more about, Governor Mifflin and the effort that they put forth here. So this evening, and actually even last week. Great start for the Mustangs. See you there, Brett Moyer. Always a pleasure.
It was nice of my son Brett to stop by. He's in town this weekend.
And off the side of his foot, I don't know. I think Mick Vecchio on the sidelines caught that. Former, Coach Vecchio, who's still very close to this program. I get an opportunity to talk to Coach Vecchio. It's kind of traditional now before Mifflin games. We kind of get together on the sidelines there and say hello and, share our own comments. And that's quite special for me. Mick was coach here for many years for the Mustangs, and still a very important part of this program and this team. And, this program wouldn't be where it is now if it wasn't for Mick Vecchio. So Hoffman,
Getting the wires.
Could be kind of crazy here, Kerry. We're probably going to sign off relatively quickly here. We're down to 59 seconds. And this has turned into quite the track meet getting out of the press box. And we're right in the road.
Well, I'm right in the road because I keep walking over and stretching out the wires. I'll just stay put over here so people can get out. But I attempted to make it down to the field pre-game, but again, just knowing so many folks, it's like I never got out of the bleachers. Got to spend some time with Timmy Singleton, Nick's dad. I've had great conversations with him, the last few years, and Nick has put together his career and his seasons here, and just talking about the on the field, talking about recruiting and all that. Great family, and just so many folks around here that are just passionate about the Mustang football and are always great to talk to.
Hoffman down the middle. Oh boy, nice effort there to try and get it. Was Cam Jones. I think that's going to be the last play, Kerry, unless Wilson rushing up to the line.
Well, clock still runs, so this guy's got to hustle back. That's the thing with clock run there and getting vertical downfield. Got to hustle back to the line so you can get another play in.
Hoffman whips it out to the sideline. It isn't going to do him any good because the clock's going to run.
No, at least one thing is it wasn't too deep downfield. Get your receivers back to the line of scrimmage, and under 10 seconds now, opportunity to get one more play off.
Last play of the game, incomplete, and that's going to do it. Governor Mifflin wins 42-14. Pretty incredible game, Kerry, for Governor Mifflin. That's 2 consecutive years over Wilson. I think that's the last time since like 2005, 2006, so it's been a while. But, what can you say about this Governor Mifflin team? Really, they jumped out quickly. They dominated the first half and just kind of coasted in the second half.
No, and again, it's pretty much the same thing that we saw last year. Just the way they jump out on games, and they've done it so far, both games so far this year. And it's going to be fun to watch both of these teams go through the season. I know we'll see them both again on broadcast, and just excited for these two heavyweights from Berks County and this 2021 season.
All right, well, that does it from Shillington. I'm Bruce Badgley for Kerry Moyer and Ethan Sander. Thanks for joining us here on SSP Network, EasternPAFootball.com. Next week, we'll be live from Millersville University as the Penn Manor Comets take on